I don't know why I love it, I just always have. I love professional wrestling. American wrestling, Mexican wrestling, Japanese wrestling, but most important, independent wrestling. This is where I saw my first independent wrestling show, and where I met
Mr. Instant Replay, the Young Bucks!
You see this? The #1 tag team in the world, the Young Bucks! Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, the future of professional wrestling.
After touring the Indies for a while, the Young Bucks finally got their first big break.
Young Bucks are here and we're here to steal the show.
Going to Japan and wrestling for Dragon Gate.
International superstars now. Yep. We're expecting streamers tonight. Money's flowing, baby. Money's flowing. I actually had to quit my daytime job because I'm actually making good money.
Ooh. And I had to get a job because I'm getting married in November and wrestling isn't paying my bills.
Not for long. Wrestling would be a full-time job for Nick and Matt, traveling the world. Building their name and their brand as one of the best tag teams in independent wrestling, including one of the greatest tag teams in wrestling history that clearly inspired them to be who they are today. And that's where our journey begins.
I woke up at 7 because my baby was crying. Packed my bags, got ready. Was about to leave at 9:30, then my phone went off.
American Airlines calling with a flight update. Unfortunately, Flight 103 experiencing a delay.
It's gonna go say lighters late. That could be a negative, but it was actually positive in my favor because I could stay home with my daughter for another hour.
Love you. My 2.5-year-old's like, no airplane, Daddy, no airplane. Only 2 sleeps, it's okay. No airplane. We just got home like 4 days ago.
We were in bed once last weekend, and I think it was a 2-hour nap.
Thursday to Monday, no sleep. And we had to wrestle 3 times. 3 different parts of America.
Flew LA to St. Louis, did a show. Woke up the next morning, flew back to LA, did a show in Reseda.
Selling merch at PWG.
Flew all the way across country to Rhode Island, did a show. Flew back to LA, got home Monday. She doesn't understand, like, why does Daddy leave so much? There, go make some coins.
But that's the hard part. To the beloved ones, the hard part. Let's do this.
We're gonna check one bag. A bunch of merch in this big black one.
Oh, this is what happens when you get gold membership. I'll get you guys on first. I'll see you guys are accompanying us. So we'll be running to our next flight because it's delayed, obviously, and we got 30 minutes to catch the next flight. So you better have your shoes laced up and ready.
Dallas to LaGuardia. What is that? 4 hours?
3.5.
Yeah. Then we have a 2-3-hour drive to Fishkill, which is near Poughkeepsie. So we get in at 11 o'clock at night, East Coast time. We're probably not going to go to sleep, would you say? We'll probably have to get dinner 2 a.m. We're just doing all this travel and stuff, and then like getting off the plane and going straight to the show and wrestling. So this is actually a treat.
If the show is today, though, we'd be screwed. Those are the little like stressful things you gotta worry about when you're on the roads. It's annoying, but it's true. In our entire career, we've missed one show
Because of travel.
which is pretty good. Think about it, just one show.
We've done thousands of shows.
American Airlines, flight 103, delayed flight from Dallas Fort Worth has arrived.
There it is. Good.
Military downstairs on the lower level.
Good. So we're still on path for 10 to 12 hours. It's pretty good that me and Matt don't ever really fight because we're pretty much attached to the hip.
The hardest part about wrestling is getting to the town.
Yeah, it's the travel.
Once we actually land and we're in the city, we're like, okay. The next part's easy.
This is literally what breaks your back. Is sitting on these airplane seats for 5 to 6 hours at a time, sometimes 12 to 18 hours. Kills you.
You never get used to it.
Oh man, I think I forgot headphones.
Okay.
The hustle, I don't mind so much. Like, I'm out there selling the merch, and that gets kind of tiring, and it takes your energy away. You're making money, and you feel good about it, so it's like, it's fun.
If you could take away this stuff,
Oh, God.
I would love it.
And the wrestling is obviously the most rewarding part, because you're out there performing.
That and seeing the fans and whatnot.
No matter how jet lagged and tired you are, you get out there, that energy really helps out.
We're moving, fellas. That means we got to get on a shuttle.
Everybody does that.
There goes my bag.
Yep. There it is. That's where it gets lost.
Yeah. Well, they made me check in my gear bag, which is a no-no in wrestling. Is I think every wrestler in the world knows this, and you're not supposed to ever check your gear bag. Chances are pretty slim that I'm gonna be arriving with my bags tonight in New York, but you never know. So this is literally just another weekend in our life, though. This always happens. Usually trips don't go very smooth, which is unfortunate. And the fans don't see this type of stuff, but I've been traveling since, let's see, it's 6:30 right now. I left my house at 10 a.m., so that's a long time already. And we're not even close to being there. Not even close.
You'll lose everything.
Fingers crossed.
We won't have merch or gear.
She's on. It should get there.
It should get there.
I can hear the sound of the wind blow through the tree, feel the breeze through my window. I can hear the train whistle.
We're still not there. Brutal. It's midnight. I left my house at 10 a.m.
Is it really that late, actually? 11:46, yeah. Jeez. We're going to be getting to bed late.
You know, at this point now, we get picked up by a total stranger. We have no clue, usually, every weekend who it is.
Mystery. I look for, like, wrestling shirts. I look for, just someone just looks like a wrestling fan. Like, they all kind of look the same age group, same shape usually.
It's always awkward, though. You have no clue who it is, so it's like...
So they're kind of looking at for us because they know what we look like, and we're kind of like looking for people looking at us. And then like we meet this guy, and we have no idea who they are. We don't know their name. Just meet them for the first time. Hey, how you doing? We get into a car with them, and we trust them. Sometimes we don't even know. We're like, we just get in the car, and we're like, well, how long's the trip today? Sometimes it's 10 minutes. Sometimes it's a couple hours. Sometimes it's less. But yeah, it's like always solving a mystery. It's a pro wrestling gig.
One time Nick had an incident where he took the wrong bag.
Yeah, and me and this girl had identical bags, identical. And when we got to the hotel and I opened it up, there's like boas and like just weird stuff. I'm like, this is not my stuff, Matt. What are we gonna do? So we drive back to the airport hoping that person's gonna show up with my bag. Luckily enough that the girl called, so we exchanged bags and we were pretty happy after.
I bet she was like, I opened up the bag, it's on neon green pants with spandex and tassels, and I was like, what does this guy do for a living?
Probably thought I was a woman. A few weeks ago, my big bag was going on one of these. It had 100 t-shirts in it. It goes through that area. The whole bag opens, shirts everywhere. I could not believe it. I was screaming, this is so unprofessional. You know what's sad is I'd rather have the t-shirts come than my gear.
My daughter learned how to box. I always ask her, what do you want me to bring home? Money. Every time I go to Japan, I get these Mickey Mouse cookies. They're like waffle cookies with chocolate in the center. I can only find them in Japan. So every time I go to Japan, I bring like boxes home. So whenever I leave for the road, she's always like, my daughter always goes, Daddy, please bring home Mickey cookies. I'm like, I can't. Unless I'm going to Japan, I can't. So I bought her like a huge box last time, but she's running out. So I haven't been to Japan in a few weeks. So I told her, cause she has one bag every day. Like she makes sure it's like, there's little tiny, bags, but yeah, I'm running low on them. So she's like, Daddy, I need more Mickey cookies. I'm like, okay, well, I can't do anything about that right now. So next time I go to Japan, I gotta load up. have like waffle cookies you can find like at Target that are similar to them, and I buy them for her, but she's like, come on, Dad. This isn't Mickey. What are you doing? It's a panda bear.
They're stacking them up. Yeah, I haven't seen any of mine, which is not good. Oh yeah, yeah, but it's geared. Yeah. It's not good. Wait a minute, that's mine. Let's get out of here. We're selling some shirts. We're making money.
His whole demeanor's changed. I know he's stressed about that the whole flight too. Just thinking about it. We're gonna have T-shirts. All right, let's begin the journey. Where's the picnic area?
You almost killed him.
I killed you? No. Yeah. Almost killed Jim?
Like Matt said, it's always solving a mystery.
The first time I went to New York, I was like 21, and honking horns. I just remember being so intimidated. Like, God, this is scary, like in the movies.
Now it's just background noise.
Now I don't even, yeah. I'm so desensitized from it. Like, I've been here a million times. It's always fun coming here, though, especially the city. It's like a magic, unique feeling.
Matt got a text from Tommy Dreamer on the plane. Tomorrow, the forecast says there's rain.
It's supposed to rain tomorrow, and it's an outdoor show.
Yeah, it's an outdoor show. So that's not good.
So we might be wrestling the Hardys in the rain. Rain or shine. It's dangerous, but I used to have backyard shows all the time in the rain. No biggie.
It's still dangerous.
Hey, Nick and I used to wrestle the rain 3 times a week in the wintertime.
Yeah, that was 10 years ago. I hope it didn't rain. That would suck.
Jeff couldn't wear his face paint. That's for sure.
Is this it right here? Yeah, right here. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Oh man, you guys have been traveling for a while.
Yep. Traveling like crazy.
Thanks for getting this. Yeah, thanks, man. Right. Absolutely, man. Yeah. Appreciate it. You guys get some rest, you know?
Yeah, thank you.
We thought 2, but so we're doing pretty good.
We still have to eat. We're gonna have a 3 a.m.
For sure.
Go to sleep time. I put, hey Matt and Jeff, have you RSVP'd? I put up the invitation for a super kick party.
Too bad it's so late.
So good. Some fan just made that.
All right.
The wrestling event?
Yes.
Very nice.
These are the stars of the show right here.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm getting to meet them? Very nice. I won't tell nobody. My son loves it. I took him to a show in Syracuse.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we saw John Cena.
Oh, excellent.
It was awesome.
Great.
These guys are way better than John Cena.
I believe it.
John Cena's awesome.
He's got way more money than us. That's for sure.
You'll get there.
Yeah.
Maybe one day.
Millions and millions and millions more.
Red plate.
Wasn't
The
a red
Red
light?
Diner, very good food.
It's
Very
still
good.
open?
It's still open, and they are serving alcohol till 3.
Cool. All right. Sounds good.
Get to that diner. I'm starved.
Yeah,
It's been a long day. We instead of getting in the hotel right now, we would typically get to a building and it'd be like, all right, show starts in an hour, and we would go wrestle.
Thank God we're getting some rest tonight.
The West Coast guys have it the worst. We have the longest travel day.
Who am I meeting, though? What are your wrestling names?
Oh, we were the Young Bucks.
Oh, okay. So, because I'm gonna brag to my son when he comes on Sunday. He's coming into town and be like, you know who I saw? So.
My name's Matt. This is my brother Nick. We're a tag team.
Good luck tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. We're wrestling the Hardy Boys. He'll probably know them.
Yeah.
He'll know that.
He
Yeah.
knows the Hardy Boys. And Booker T.
Yeah, he'll be there too. Our best
He
buddy.
loves these guys.
We get to meet Booker T this week, and I forgot.
He wants to capture it on video.
That'd be good, because you never know, something could happen.
Timeout. For those of you who don't know, here's the backstory on Booker T. Before WWE shows, local and independent wrestlers gather around the ring in hopes of getting noticed. The Young Bucks didn't shake Booker's hand. Booker was not happy with these suckers.
And he ran into
one of our friends.
Carl Anderson the other day. And of course, Carl, like, he goes right up to him. He's like, "Hey, I'm really good friends with the Young Bucks." That's the first thing he says. And Booker goes, "Oh, good kids, man, good kids." So, I guess he doesn't hate us anymore. He'll act like he doesn't even remember, or like, I don't know. Or he won't even recognize us. Like, he'll just go, "Oh, hey, like, we're just two indie schmucks."
Nice to meet you. Yeah. It's finally nice to meet you. Plays up to it, you know. Oh, now you're gonna shake my hand.
No way. Because he doesn't want to make a big deal out of it, just like we don't want to make it. Like, it's the same thing. None of us want to make a big issue out of this. We're all just, "Hey, what's up, man?" Unless we make a big deal and we're like, "Hey, can we get a picture shaking hands or something?" I was thinking about doing that. I don't know.
He gets screen capture it for us.
That's true, actually. That's great. We'll just like look into the camera. Yeah. Like,
yeah.
For some reason, he's shaking our hands at the same time.
Yeah, this is not a bad area. This is cool. We're usually not by anything like this. Ever. It's usually a cab ride or something to get there. Some type of food. I was expecting it to be a little small city because our driver was saying that. It's bigger than where I live. Oh, look at this. 2 a.m. we find this beautiful establishment.
They got some great pies in here or something. As loud as it gets, it's not going to be loud because it's all outdoor.
I think we'll get them going though.
And when we did the dome, it was so quiet because it's just too big. There's too much air, too much space. Like, it's loud when you're in the back and you hear the. I don't know. What was going on? There wasn't pyro or anything, right? Was there?
I don't remember.
I remember they did a big countdown. They're like 3, 2, 1, and the crowd just popped huge. And I never heard anything like it. It was like thunder. When you're actually in the ring, it's like there's so much air that you can't hear anything. I'm almost like.
And that has a rooftop.
Yeah. And I was almost like, man, the fans even having fun today? The crowds are dead, you know. Thank you.
Thank God.
Party.
So hungry. This looks pretty good too.
Plethora of vegetables there.
Yeah. Alright, this is the process of getting ready for a show. Time to spray tan my brother.
I'm gonna look like I'm in decent shape, actually.
Might look a little weird, but
this is what we do every show.
And like Tommy Dreamer says, it's not gay when it's something to do with pro wrestling. You gotta get the face. You gotta tan the face. We're all weird, but we gotta do this to perform. We gotta look tan. He's gotta get me now. Jericho pose. That's it. Now that's the ticket.
Matt and Jeff do this to it, but
Bucks vs. Hurts tonight. It's gonna be interesting. I'm excited.
I hope it doesn't rain.
Yeah. But if you asked me,
rain either way.
If you asked me on a serious note, 10 years ago, if we'd be wrestling the Hardy Boys in a tag team match, I literally wouldn't say, "Nah, that's probably not gonna happen." So it's kind of weird that it is gonna.
Well, it's hard to get everybody together because Matt's working here, Jeff's there, we're here, and it's like we finally all gathered, the four of us. We're all at one place at one time. That's so hard to do, you know.
I think I'm prepared for today's events, though. A meet and greet, so we'll be meeting the fans.
Well, at 12, we're filming the Kevin Steen show.
Yeah.
It's our last day we're spending with Kevin, so that's kind of
that'll be emotional.
It's emotional because we're going to be saying goodbye to him for quite a while. We don't know when we're going to run into him again. We're so used to seeing him every couple weekends. Hey, I'll see you next weekend.
Kevin's our best friend.
Easily.
In wrestling. Not even in wrestling. No, outside of wrestling, too. He's one of our closest friends.
Yeah. No, it's at Ruby's because they don't serve wrestling.
Can I get the classic cheese omelet? Wheat. Can I get fruit instead? Yeah.
Can I get the healthy start wrap? The healthy start wrap.
Thank you. Trying. I just turned 25, which is pretty mind-blowing that I've had the opportunity to do as much as I have, because I know that a lot of people on Earth aren't even going to be able to visit the countries that I've seen or get on a plane as much times as I have. And even in the past year, I think we've done over 150, maybe 150,000 miles on an airplane this year. I just feel blessed to have the opportunity to.
You take it for granted sometimes. In your mind, you're like, okay, well, what's next? Like, whoa, let's let this sink in for a second. We're doing a show at the Tokyo Dome in front of so many people. Let's let that sink in and let's enjoy this. Or we're in New York City at a sold-out Hammerstein Ballroom. The people are here to see us.
They're chanting our name.
And they're chanting our name. They're buying our shirts.
It's pretty mind-blowing.
You gotta let it sink in.
Yeah.
Like, I'm 29. I'm a bit older. I started later than him, though. I was like 19, 20 when I first really started hitting it hard. But even me at 29, and the accomplishments in my real life, I'm married 6 years. I've got a 2.5-year-old daughter on top of all that.
And I think you're more happy about that than your wrestling career.
Of course.
I heard Shawn Michaels say something on an interview not long ago, and they're listing his accomplishments, and he's like, yeah, I don't care. God's not going to judge me by my wrestling career. He's going to judge me by how I was as a father and as I was as a husband and how I treated people. And it really hit me. I was like, you're right.
Yeah.
Like, when I die, God is not going to care about my championship title reigns and places.
Our biggest accomplishment is doing what we've done, but still having a healthy family that we love and go home to every single week.
Our legacy is our family,
of course,
our daughters, and
the fact that we're being able to do both of those, we have the best of both worlds. A lot of wrestlers, they don't get to do it. Like, everyone says, oh, wrestling is a singles man business.
Single man's game.
It is, but we're trying to prove otherwise, and I think we have. Like, well, why do you say that? I mean, I've got a kid, he's got a kid. We wrestle everywhere. We do it for a living. This is all we do, and it is hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's very difficult. I was just saying goodbye to my kid yesterday. It broke my heart. It was like, but it's one of those things. It's like I'm gonna come home and be home with her Monday through Thursday, no problem. She's gonna have all the daddies she can get for Monday through Thursday, but Daddy's gonna go on the road Friday to Sunday. Usually. Sometimes when I'm in Japan, 3 weeks even, so it's tough.
Those are the hard ones. Done 7 tours of Japan this year.
Just landed in Tokyo and Narita.
12 miserable hours. 12 miserable hours. We got about a 3-week tour.
It's the most we've wrestled ever in a year, for sure.
If our wives didn't approve of it, then we wouldn't be doing it, of course. We're lucky enough.
Lucky enough she puts up with me being on so much. She lets me live my dream.
It's very hard on the wives, their kids, and it's stressful. I mean, it's stressful for us, too. We pray every day, every single day. We know it's very hard on them, on their bodies and on their minds, and they're sore. I don't know how they do it. I mean, they're up for 3 straight days with no sleep. That's when I start panicking and worrying and praying. But that's very, very complicated. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how anyone does it.
Travel schedule for wrestling sucks. It's the worst. 80 to 90% of the time it's horrible. It's mostly when he has the long trips to Japan and the longer weekends and stuff like that, where it makes it a little bit more difficult with the kids. Of course, we've got both kids now, and so it just makes things a little bit more difficult. It's almost like being a single mom. It's hard on me. It's hard on not so much the baby yet, because he's still fairly new, so he doesn't understand what's going on, but it's hard on our little girl. She's going to be 4 this year, so she understands, when Daddy leaves, and so we count down how many more sleeps until he comes home, and we just try to make the best of it. It's one of those things that you have to cope with it. It's part of his job.
It's really hard. I mean, it wasn't too bad before she was born, but now that she's born, it's difficult. I mean, at least we have FaceTime, because she already knows how to operate the FaceTime. She knows that Daddy's on it.
You don't want to give me a smile? There you go. Allison? Yeah, give me a smile.
I think we're used to it now, especially since I know that he's living the dream, and I know he would do the same for me.
Yeah, it's tough on everybody around. I mean,
my wife especially, man, she'll be up till 2 o'clock in the morning checking on Twitter to see if the boys landed and Japan's safe and, you know, how they're doing. And so she wouldn't go to sleep till, you know, the boys are okay. And then, of course, you know, it's hard on the wives and the children. I mean, it's really tough, you know.
Not an easy life, that's for sure.
And, you know, what's funny is we heard it when we were getting into the business that, oh, you guys will get into drugs.
Everybody told us that. You guys are going to change. You're still babies.
You guys will be partying. And guess what? We're not on any of that crap. And I think a lot has to do with how we were raised from our parents.
We, you know, raised them to have faith. You know, and Matt's always been a great example of leadership of the house.
You have too.
Yeah.
We've been brought up in the church all our lives. We kind of together, you know, raised our kids the way that we believed. But we weren't as strict, you know, because there's no way in the world that my family would have ever had a wrestling ring in the backyard.
No.
We got our faith from them, and like now it's kind of hard to go to church because we usually are wrestling on the road. Yeah, we're usually wrestling on a Sunday or any day that church usually is running. But we still try to use our upbringing from what our parents taught us and bring it to what we do now. Try to show a light in a dark place like wrestling really is.
There's so many people that just want to hang with the boys because they're just a positive light, you know. So I believe that's what drives them. The boys always tell me all the time, you know, we're making purpose in people's lives.
Well, my parents taught us good ways of how to be adults, you know, like, and religion is what teaches that, I believe.
Yeah, all the fundamentals, having good morals, and just try to be a good person. I don't know if it's so much I'm living like, oh, I want to be a Christian. I'm a Christian, technically, but I try to just be a good person. I try to live the way that I want to live and live the right way, be a good example to friends, family, you know, my daughter. That's a big thing for me.
I think it's the best way to raise a family, to be honest.
Yeah.
Some type of religion.
Foundation for it.
Because it helps raise a person, and it helps form an adult. Like, without my parents and without what they taught me, I don't know where I'd be or what I would be doing. We owe a lot to them. And I see that, so I want to do the same thing for my daughter.
This is what I do for a living, Allison. This is how I pay for your diapers. Little does she know.
You know, every match we always pray before a match.
We say a prayer.
We say a prayer. I still do that. I pray every day. Every day. That's one thing I do. I don't go to church as much. I don't read the Bible as much as I should, but I'm always praying. I try to keep some type of relationship with God.
Yeah, and I feel like you have to.
It makes me feel good and sane when I'm on these red-eye flights.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, what if this thing went down? And I say a quick prayer.
You have to believe in something.
And I feel like we've been put in this situation for a reason.
Yeah,
we're just these two young kids from SoCal. Why are we chosen to do this? You know what I mean?
I tell Matt that like a couple years ago when we were down in the dumps about our wrestling career, Matt was thinking about quitting.
I was very seriously thinking about quitting.
I said, why would we be at this point? Why would God have us to this point where we're at if there's not a plan for us in this business?
Why have we invested this much time into
something that wouldn't matter? And I feel like it's true. Like I feel like we're here. We're meant to be here, and I don't know what the reason is for. Maybe we're going to change someone's life.
I think we already have.
And maybe we are.
We didn't realize it. We are currently changing, and motivating and helping. And
if that's the reason, then I'm happy to be here because of it.
It blows my mind when last weekend we were in 3 different parts of the country. In every part of the country, they were at Young Buck shirts. Tumbling. It's like, wow. We're chanting Young Bucks. Wherever we go. We go to different countries, they know who we are. It blows my mind. And we're the little guys that never been really on. I mean, we were on TV for a minute.
Yeah, but we never had the machine.
We've really done this on our own. This brand we've created. It's really cool that people know who we are. You know.
Yeah.
Just based off of what we've done at independent show. I don't think people realize that tag team wrestling can draw main event money though. Because even though it's back on TV a little bit, it's still not. It's the undercard. But everywhere we go, we're the main event. Like, and I'm not just saying that like to brag or anything. It's just the truth. I think every show we did last weekend was main event, and tonight again main event, and it's a tag team match. And in the big times, you don't see tag matches really main eventing shows. It's weird because to me, I'm thinking like, man, there's money on the table.
We're main event at PWG, and some people think that might be small, but what do they charge a ticket there nowadays? Times that by what, 500?
That's big
something?
money. It's big money.
That's a pretty good gate right there. And
DVDs they sell too.
But that main event was special.
Yeah.
We just had a very controversial match last weekend with a female, Candice LeRae and Joey Ryan in a street fight. It was called a guerrilla warfare for Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, and if you watch that match, you'll think someone got hurt. We're 1 week after, and no one is hurt.
We all walked away the next day.
It's hard for me to go to shows anymore because it stresses me out so bad. I know that everything is kind of like pre-planned and everything like that, but there's still always that risk of something bad happening and he can get hurt. I used to love going to PWG shows, and after one show in particular, I can't do it anymore.
It kind of changed the business a little bit because intergender wrestling has become quite popular as of late, and I think not only did it like push Candice and kind of validate her doing intergender wrestling and having an awesome match of the year candidate with the Young Bucks, but it opened doors and opened eyes about people who are like maybe like, oh, intergender wrestling doesn't get over, intergender wrestling doesn't work, when clearly it worked that night and we did something special, and I think, like I said, a lot of people open their eyes to it and are more accepting of it now.
It changed my everything. I don't know what more to say. I have people come up to us and it's always like, oh, I just saw your match with the Young Bucks. It was so good, and like, oh, you're such an inspiration, and like, oh my God, it was amazing. And like, it's bizarre to me.
No one got any head concussions or headaches or nothing. It's smoke and mirrors. I want you to think we got hurt, but we didn't.
It's insane to me to think that like a match just did that for people.
And I think that match will definitely won't be an afterthought.
So it can't be considered a lost art because other people are capitalizing on it, I think. Not just, I mean, Vince might not be, but like Ring of Honor is highlighting the tag division. Like Nick said, TNA was for a minute. The independents have, and I think we've really helped that, garner that attention. So it's not a lost art in that aspect because people still realize it's a main event draw. It could be, if it's done right. We have a specific act that we do where we do a lot. We know when to do a lot. We know when to not do a lot. We know where to place things now. Back then we didn't.
Yeah.
Back then it was just a free for all. So we're still true to what we started doing, what people know the Young Buck brand as. We just make more sense with the psychology aspect of, tag team wrestling. We're more character driven now, Now we have to do that. What do our characters do here? Instead of, okay, just do this spot right here. Like, you learn as you wrestle and the more experience you start having an ear for the audience, what they like. So it's something, it can be taught, but I think it's better if it's taught over time on your own. Like, you learn it on your own as you progress and you wrestle different towns and different cultures, and you start to notice, wait a minute, when I did that got a better reaction. Or when we saved this tag move for the back, like way at the end, it got a way bigger pop. Or we rode all that to the finish and it worked better this way. The crowd wasn't dead when I was loading them up for more bang. We built it up so high so when we were picking them up for more bang, they were buzzing. When we taught them that we had a sense of humor and we weren't uptight about it, I think they were like more accepting of us. They were like, oh, these guys are funny. They realize that they're kind of silly. They realize that like their outfits are outrageous. Like, you're not laughing at us, we're laughing with you. And then it becomes kind of like a relationship almost. Like, let's all have fun together. Let's all have a party. I remember one time it was me and Nick, and someone heckled us and said, you guys look like the Hanson brothers. Then the next night I'm like, Nick, we should come out to Reebok and let's go with it. When we came out to that, everyone was just like shaking their heads, like laughing. These guys get it. these guys are goofballs. Like, yeah, we are. Like, we just want to have fun. We want to make this fun, you know. And I think the fact that we've chosen to make it fun is they're having fun with us.
Did you guys see my tweet I sent to the Hardys? This weekend we're going to show the Hardy Boys if we were wrestling back in the Attitude Era, they would be our jobbers.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah, it was good. I faved it. We'll say whatever we want, and people go, "Wait a minute, like, are these guys telling the truth here? Is this how they feel, or are they being their characters?" And it's like it's a real fine line. I think it's to the point where I don't even know.
We just like using Twitter as a platform to get our characters over, and no one uses it like that.
Yeah.
So.
You know what I mean? Like, what am I writing? Like, I'm just like, well, I just shoot it off. Like, I think that's part of the reason why people have really taken a liking to us, or a hating, you know.
My sister tweeted me, she had a photo of the tag championship, the WWE tag championship. She saw 2 Coke bottles that said Matt and Nick, so she placed them on there. So I tweeted it up and said, oh, look at how ironic our names are right by these tag belts.
There's so many just Young Bucks stories about us going to WWE.
Like we were just talking about. Yeah.
Read that headline. It was literally created from a stupid tweet this guy right here.
Tweet I put up.
I'm getting my whole Twitter's blowing up right now. People think we're heading there. It's like, and we've never said we were ever. We've never said, oh, we're going there. We're just being stupid, you know.
Never
being cryptic.
did, not once. Yeah, just joking around.
Hinted at it.
But like, if anyone was going there now, it would look.
People
like
are expecting us to go.
I personally have always seen them in the WWE. Man,
He's always said that.
I've always said it's going to happen, and you know when they went and tried out and they had all that crazy stuff going down, it was like, you know what? That's nothing, man. That's all going to pass because it's going to happen. So it's not that so much I want to see them there, but I already know it's going to happen, and I know greater things are gonna go on after that also. But I want what the boys want.
What they want.
They're enjoying the indie scene right now, man.
They're
just having a blast, you know, doing the indie scene. And you know, the way I look at it, that it's up to them, and God will open all the paths.
The right doors, right time.
He'll open all the paths for that to happen.
Whatever their desires of their heart is. They want, number one, their family, though, so they have to talk to their wives. It's really up to them.
I mean, it'll be a different change because I know you have to move to Florida, and it'd be hard with her too. If they want to go, then I'll support it.
I would like to see them go to the WWE, but I know that just means once they go that Matt's going to be home a lot less, and that's going to be even harder on us. From what he's told me, it's like 300 days or more out of the year that they're on the road. And I already have a hard enough time being separated from Matt as it is when he's in Japan for like 2 or 3 week tours. I've always told Matt that I would back him up and support him.
Yeah, where are we headed to next or something? NXT though? Like,
I spelled it NXT.
Once that happened, then of course I got to jump in on it. Fergal Devitt just signed there, obviously.
He said that
he knew what he was doing.
It was 8 years in when
he's like, I got to try now. I'm 33.
I've been in Japan for 8 years. I've done everything I can here. I got to try something in the States now. So.
He's like, and if it doesn't work out, I know I can come back here. I'm going to leave on good terms. And he's smart. He's a smart guy. He's a smart businessman. So he's going to try it out.
Yeah.
I hope he becomes a millionaire. He's one of the good ones, you know. I love that guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
We'd always rib each other on the bus. And
yeah.
At the same time, we'd always, we would at least, we'd watch all types of wrestling on the bus, and Nick and I would just bury everything. Like, just to pop him, I think. Like, even if it was good, we'd figure a way out to bury it just to pop him.
He would join in, too. We just all have fun.
Yeah. He's just like same, like, dry sense of humor. You can joke about anything. It doesn't matter. Like even like some of the stupid stuff we'd send each other in text messages, I couldn't even tell you. Like, 'cause I'd get heat right now from the world.
He has a picture with Triple H. You see it? I would tell hashtag Paul I said hello or whatever, because everyone's buzzing that we're going there, you know. Like, why else would I say that, you know? Like, well, the truth is, like, it's kind of like there is some reality to the whole story, because like they have reached out to us, and they, you know, they're interested in us. We're not nothing signed. We're not going there, you know what I mean? Anytime soon, at least. We're not going. But now everyone's under the impression we are, but we're not exactly lying, but we kind of are. Like, but it's one of those things we were just talking about. Like Like there's some truth to it, but there's a lot of fake to it too. But people don't know. So they never know if we're just trolling them online or like we're really instigating it.
But,
you know what I mean?
But it's fun to play with people, you know. And
they never know where we're headed.
And when this comes out, we'll already know where we're going. So that's what's cool about it. But in all honesty, it'd be stupid if we went right now because
there's too many guys.
The independents need us, and we need the independents.
We haven't even
there's going to be
peaked yet.
We're showing that we're versatile. We know how to get that real heat if we need it. We know how to have storyline-driven matches. We know how to add drama to our matches. We're a special attraction. You're gonna have the best match on the show. And I'm not just saying that because we're very dead set on having the best match on every show every time. You're gonna have the best match or one of the top matches on the show if you book us. So I don't think it's so much I want a style of match. It's I want to have the best match. So I want the Young Bucks.
We were always the Young Bucks. We're the young kids that open the show, and we're the ones always sitting there nodding, going, "Thank you very much. Thank you for the advice. Thank you." And after a while, now it's like I find myself being one of the older guys on the show, and people going up to us, going, "Hey, what can I do here? What do you do here for this?" And like, "Did you watch my match? What do you think?" And it's like, for me, it's like, man, this is weird. I give advice, but in a way, I'm almost like embarrassed. Like, I haven't gotten over that yet.
The independents, they're filled with younger guys, so
it's getting younger and younger.
A 29-year-old that's been doing it for more than 10 years, that's a lot of experience.
I'm a veteran, I guess, and I feel like I'm a rookie still. I'm still learning.
It is weird though. Especially for me, because I'm 25 years old.
People don't judge you by your age, though. They judge you by what you've done. And they look at Nick as like, they call him the indie ticker for a reason. It's where you've been, who you've worked for, what money you've made, what matches you've had. People look at us and they go, these aren't 20-year-olds. These guys have done it all. And that's why they look to us for advice. It's like they want to be where we've been, and it's very flattering. And so,
Now we're a few hours away from meet and greet, and what the heck is that thing? Is it time to walk? Should we run? We're getting a little workout in before our show. Go. It's always good to get a little bit of cardio in. Oh,
I love it. That made my day, right? She's loving boxer. Mom taught her how to hit the button and talk to me. She sent me a picture too. She'll know eventually. Oh, Daddy does this weird thing called pro wrestling, but as far as doing it as a career, I'm gonna tell her no, do not do it.
15 years. What if we've had a crazy run and
they can make money off it, but
tons of money.
That'll be interesting. She's scared right now of wrestling. She's already been to one show, and she didn't like the noise of everyone bumping on the mat. So we'll see. But she's already taking her gymnastic classes, and she does pretty well. Nick's rough houses with her, so she's already used to flipping and taking bumps on the bed.
You're okay. Did you see that dive? She almost did a tope.
You're learning quick, baby.
So, we'll see, huh? Yeah? You want to wrestle?
I kept telling her, me and Uncle Nick are going to be the Young Bucks tonight. Quarters. Hey, what club are we in? She's being shy. She's just like, Bullet Club. Bullet Club?
Too sweet. Hey, look, do it with Court. See if she'll do it. Too sweet.
I would rather have her choose a different life, honestly. It's hard enough for guys, but it's even tougher for girls in the business, I think. And I mean, if she wants to do it, of course I'm going to support her, but I'm going to try to take her down a different path.
Try to veto it.
Yeah, but I'm always going to be a supportive dad, but I'm going to definitely tell her all of the negatives. I just know how women are treated too in wrestling.
Yeah, like for instance, my wife, I first met her as a pro wrestler. Well, if you want to call her that, and that term's so loose nowadays because it's pretty much anyone could become a professional wrestler nowadays. But in my eyes, you got to actually make a living off of it. to be considered that. We started dating early on when she was training, and I was like, I don't think you should do this because I know how things work, and I convinced her to get out of it, and she's like, yeah, I just wanted to try it and say that I tried it at least, so give her credit for that. But yeah, I got her out of it, thank God, and now she doesn't miss it at all.
I'm perfectly fine not wrestling. I don't miss it at all.
What makes this show even more special is it's the last show we're going to be doing with Kevin.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
He especially did that because he says he wanted to be there for us versus the Hardys.
Yeah.
He's going to commentate the match for the DVD. He's like, I specifically told him I'll do the show. I need to commentate the Young Bucks versus the Hardys. And he told us, he's like, I'm doing the show just literally so I can see this match. And he's also wrestling Jerry Lawler, which is pretty cool. But I think he's going to be a chosen one as soon as he gets there.
Yeah.
They're going to push him. Him and Ramy are going to work together.
He looks excited.
How you feeling?
Hey, buddy.
Last one, Kev.
I didn't think I'd be, whatever. This is what happened. It's different. Yeah, right. We have till tonight. Yeah, we got like 8 hours, man. More than 8. It's already cool. I know. Where are the single times? No, we're in Newark, man. Yeah, me too. Oh, you're in Newark too? You're going to ride in a limo with us? You have a limo? With the Hardys. Oh, yeah, sure. Of course you're coming with. If you'll let me. Oh, if they will let me. Of course. Get out of here. I don't know. Michael Bryan, he's like, hey, I got you guys a limo tonight. You and the Hardys are riding into Newark. I said, yeah, I expected it. I said, of course you do. Oh, yeah, you're definitely right.
Can't wait to see them. Love Jeff and Matt back together again. Team Extreme.
What do you think about the Young Bucks?
Oh, I don't even pay attention to them. Hardy Boys are the real deal.
We're about to sell this place out. I hope. Yeah, let's hope, right? What if it's empty?
It's our fault. We're the main event. We're following. Cool, it's only Hogan and Piper that did the first one.
Time for merch. It's already been a pretty busy day, though. We just wrapped up an interview.
I'll acknowledge that this is my last one.
You're going to work at the Gap?
This is the last one. Sad. And look at the guests. It is a little sad, but what's not sad, what's not sad is there's 2 K masks today.
We could both wear one.
Where's my Indie Taker mask at?
Goodbye, Kevin Steen Show. Just quickly, High Spots, you guys were amazing. Thank you. I'm so glad I got to do this.
Please give us the show now, High Spots.
You guys are the first one to request it. Goodbye. You ready?
Yep. Smack noise.
Oh no! Did that hurt you?
Almost.
Okay, let's do it again.
Bad throw one more time.
I don't know how I did this wrong.
Throw it
like this?
Yeah.
All right.
There it is. Nice. That's it, guys.
That's a wrap.
Goodbye.
Can we do a too sweet to end this thing?
Too sweet. Sure. Right. I'm not in the Bullet Club, but I'm gladly taken.
These ones. My boots.
Oh, wow.
These are my boots.
They look
Reeboks.
They look clean.
Yeah.
You wrestling those?
Yeah.
Really?
We've been wrestling in sneakers since TNA days, like 2009. I never wear boots. I won't do it. Won't do it.
You wear boots, right, Ken? You gotta cut that out.
Dude, like, someone like woke us up, like, well, oh my God, you can do all that stuff and you're wearing boots? I couldn't imagine if you wore shoes in the ring. I said, oh man. All right.
You're right.
Then TNA had us in regular clothes anyway. So like, I might as well wear regular shoes.
When we debuted at TNA, we didn't know what we were supposed to be wearing. Russo sent us an email, which was about 2 sentences.
It said, tell those guys, they're called Jin Me now, and I want them to wear something that looks kind of like what the Hardy Boys wear. Peace dash Vince. That was the email.
What do you mean? What are we supposed to dress like then? Are we supposed to get those things on the arms? Are we supposed to get baggy pants? What are we supposed to do? So we had some gear already made that we were using previously that was kind of dark colored. So I was hoping, man, that hopefully they use this, because this, I guess, kind of resembles it a little bit, but not much so. So we brought that, and then we went to the mall and we just bought random pants and skateboarder shoes and studded belts and stuff like that. And of course, Vince Russo chose that.
Because we always heard Vince liked real, like, street clothes in the ring. He wants to seem like we're real people.
Yeah.
Not just wearing wrestling. He doesn't like wrestling. He doesn't like wrestling gear.
So we ended up
anything pro wrestling he doesn't like.
From the rockers type look, we went to that look, and then I think we started getting comfortable at TNA, and then we were like, we got to get this changed. This is going nowhere, you know. So that just
wasn't us.
Started doing the look we have nowadays, but kind of a little different.
All we really did was add the flare at the end, and we just brought the tassels back because we were like, this is what we like, you know. This is what people are used to us looking like. Why do we stop doing that?
Yeah, well, we didn't, you know what I mean? You never know when you're first getting into a company.
They never liked it too. I remember even at the end when we left, like Dixie was just like, said something about, if you guys ever come back here, you know, maybe we can change your look or do something. And we're like, we just quit, and you're already talking about how we're coming back.
She's like, try a different approach to your look. Well,
okay.
2 years later, they're asking us to be on their one-night pay-per-views, and what did we do? We came back with our exact look, and they were happy to see us.
Yeah. All the tassels are tangled. I gotta almost comb them out, like I do with my hair. It's all knotted.
Sell a little bit of merchandise, meet all the fans.
You're a big girl now. You can use the real
What's that?
toothpaste. Just out of breath. I just walked up like 4 stairs. I can't breathe. One more sleep, okay? I love you. Sorry. Love you guys. Bye-bye. She learned how to spit. She's so proud of herself. So she can brush her teeth with like actual like fluoride like toothpaste. It's like huge for us.
I got some display ones.
Oh, you do? Okay. Then I'll put these away. You know what? I should probably get the sizes. There you go.
Man, we're running out of bullet clubs and super kick ones. Oh man, I like this one. Matt doesn't like this design.
Oh, I like it. It's good.
I don't know why you don't like this shirt.
I just didn't think it would be so successful.
I like this shirt. It's a good one.
Tickets.
Yeah. Look, yo.
Say hello. Hi.
Who are you here to see?
The wrestling match.
I think more bang for your buck is like the greatest indie finisher ever.
They do things that you couldn't even imagine, what even you played with when you were toys as kids, and they're only getting better.
Yeah, I mean, they're all over Japan, they're all over the United States. Every company that's anyone has put the tag belts on them, and they're one of the best teams out there.
The Hardy Boys versus the Young Bucks. Big fan. I've wanted to see that match for quite a while.
It was like, see if the new gen is going to take over on the old.
Or if the Hardys are going to prove to be superior again, you know, prove to be the best and most extreme tag team in wrestling.
Which I think is going to happen.
So everybody that age is just a number.
My name's Thumper.
My name is Ace, all the way from the Bronx.
The tag team that we're here to see today is Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy, the best in the game and always will be.
Hardy Boys!
Well, I came to see the Hardys versus the Young Bucks. And I came to see Velvet Sky and the Pigeons. I think there's a few good teams, the Young Bucks being one of them. And I like all the stuff that they've done in TNA, and that's how I started to follow them. I think the Young Bucks are definitely going to win against the Hardys. Young Bucks.
Take for instance like the Hardys, they're just how charismatic they are. The fans, it's all about the fans. If you don't have the fans on your side, then it's nothing.
When you're around the Young Bucks, it's all about the money.
Too sweet, Daddy.
Brother.
Sweet, brother.
What do you want, brother? Super Kick Party tee, a Bullet Cup tee, and a photo op.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
We only have XLs in this left.
And XL's in that left? You know what, though? I'll take it anyway. Yeah. As far as the match goes, we're meeting past versus present. We're talking about one of the most predominant tag teams you can say in pro wrestling from the mid-90s to the 2000s, and now it's all about the Bucks. I mean, these guys are in New Japan, ROH, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. I sound like a freaking mark, but I don't care because these guys are awesome.
It's the only reason why I'm here, man. The Hardy Boys are awesome. They're a little past their prime. Young Bucks, the future of the business. It's going to be fucking awesome.
Super kick the shit out of them.
It's all good.
I would have walked here, and I'm a fat guy. I would have walked here for this dream match.
Pretty pumped up. I came all the way from Philly just to see this match. No one else. I didn't come for anyone else except for the Young Bucks and the Hardys.
Up and coming tag team against tag team legends took long enough, man.
Young Bucks are gonna kick their butts, and they're much cuter.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be cool.
Who do you think's gonna win?
The Hardy Boys.
They probably have never seen us ever wrestle.
Young Bucks, Bullet Club.
Too sweet.
One too sweet.
That was great. Hell yeah. That was great.
Thanks, dudes. No problem.
Thanks for coming out.
All sorts of memorabilia, things for them to autograph. You don't have to get out of line to get it. I'll bring it right to you if there's anything else you're interested in. Got our whole merchandise stand down at the end. Be happy to bring it to you right in line while you wait.
The Young Bucks. They're exactly what they are, Young Bucks.
It's just the way they could just draw in the crowd. It's just, maybe it's that, just the way they just totally go up to their opponents and just mind fucks them with a crotch chop. You might think it's just a crotch chop, but it's just more than just a crotch chop. You know, it's just saying, you know what, it's over. When you're looking down there, you really know you're looking at a 1, 2, 3.
I flew to PWG, watched you guys in Cali. Now I'm back in New York, here to see you again tonight.
You see his murder Candace?
I thought he was gonna die. The super kick had me.
That was his idea.
That thing, I'm sure you saw, but on Instagram she had the picture with all the, oh my god.
I get asked a lot about the super kick actually. I don't know. He kicks me in the head with his shoe of thumbtacks. I don't know how else to say it.
What about the super tombstone on the floor?
That was my favorite spot in the whole thing.
That's great. Thanks for coming out.
Of course. I never miss a Young Bucks match. We've been waiting years to see this one, and I hope we see the Bucks go over because they're the future. They're the present and the future.
Thanks, man.
The Hardys tonight are cordially invited to a super kick party. Too sweet, you guys.
Too sweet.
Guess who's got no merch?
Oh, no.
Like a true professional.
Hey Steve, when you go away, man, just give me your extra stuff. I'll start selling it, and then I'll give you like 10%.
I love it.
Personally, you're talking to a guy who loves tag team wrestling, so there's no way I would say it's anything other than alive and kicking. You can pick your tag team partner, but you can't pick your brother. Sometimes you look out and you get an awesome brother, like Nick and Matt, or Matt and Jeff. There's a intangible bond that brothers have that tag team partners you can't forge unless you've been on the road together for year after year after year after year after year after year. Then you can become like brothers. I mean, wrestlers, we call each other brother all the time, but it's hard to top being literally blood brothers. The Young Bucks are possibly the most exciting tag team in all of professional wrestling at this exact moment. On the whole ride here, I would not shut up about Young Bucks versus the Hardy Boys and how excited I was to see this match. Now, I've been watching wrestling since I was a child, and I still get excited for matches, but not as frequently as I'd like to. And it's stuff like this, it's stuff like what the Young Bucks do that makes guys who are in wrestling, who've seen a million matches, still want to peek their head out through the curtain and watch the match live, because you don't want to watch it on DVD. You want to be there live, and you want to see it. You want to feel the crowd interact with them. And yeah, I think the Young Bucks are amazing.
I've actually never seen the Bucks wrestle. I can't wait for it. It's going to be crazy.
I think it's going to be a hell of a match. You know, don't know who's going to win, but you know, I wouldn't have driven out here to see it if I didn't want to. That's for damn sure.
The Young Bucks are probably the best tag team in the world right now. Hardy's like one of the all-time greats, so looking forward to it.
Man, Young Bucks numero uno, señor.
I love it. I didn't think this match would ever happen, to be honest with you. I didn't think when we were in TNA we were at their levels. It would have been a squash match 4 years ago if TNA did it. So it wouldn't have been that match that I would hope it would be. And I think for that reason, that they're on this stage with us, the match will be better because we won't have agents telling us what to do. It's going to be the four of us talking together. And I think we'll get the best out of it because of that.
Yeah, people kind of overuse the term, I think, dream match, but this is legit. This is one of them. If you ask me what match you'd be most confident, like selling the most tickets or doing the best business, I would say Bucks vs. Hardys. If you're gonna book me in any match you want to try to make any money, Bucks vs. Hardys. You know, so it's definitely a dream match.
Wrestling Under the Stars, Dutchess Stadium, Wappingers Falls, New York. It's our biggest show of the summer. First time. We had the last time that you'll ever see Hulk Hogan and Roddy Piper in the same ring together. Last year we had John Morrison and we had the reunion of the Outsiders, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. This year, I think we topped those matches. We topped those shows. We have the Bucks against the Hardy Boys. Everybody was asking for that match. It's a dream match. When are the Young Bucks going to take on the Hardy Boys? The Young Bucks, they're better than the Hardy Boys or the new Hardy Boys. So we booked that match. We have fans from 6 different countries and 11 different states that bought tickets to come right here, Wrestling Under the Stars, Northeast Wrestling, August 2nd, see the Young Bucks, Hardy Boys dream match. I know it's a match I want to see. We got about 3,000, 4,000 more fans that want to see tonight. Yeah, half a house is going to look like fucking TNA show, but their TNA has, 200 people. We're going to have 3,000, so I mean, yeah, so what are you going to do?
I hope it don't rain. Did you get a shot of these clouds? Threatening a little bit. It's all right though. It might rain for sure.
Man, we haven't had size.
Oh man. Our demo's running out. When there's people coming to the table and you're selling, you're doing great. Now it's kind of slowed down. So the adrenaline has went down. And it don't look like our demographic at all.
The Hardy fans are in full support today.
Yeah, they are. That's good though.
They've got us outnumbered today.
The heel heat is going to be great then.
I heard you guys are awesome.
Oh, cool, man.
You never seen the Young Bucks before?
No. I just can't wait to see Jeff Hardy.
Young Bucks! Young Bucks, these old dogs, we coming for you! We coming for you!
We're going to act like Jeff and Matt the whole time. I want to do their moves. I'm going to do the Matt Hardy thing where he's like doing that. Of course, right?
They're going to get so mad at you. I think this guy wants the Hardy Boys to win.
All the way, man.
That's all right.
You guys are good, though.
Thanks,
I've never seen you guys
Thanks, man. You'll have fun tonight.
They are everything to me. They mean the world, and they absolutely kick ass.
I don't believe in anything spiritual because you guys are in human form. I believe you guys are my gods. I love you guys so much.
I love them. Love them to death.
This is when we had like every major title, pretty much.
Oh, it's that time you guys had some belts.
Yeah.
I remember that time.
We lost them all.
Chavers. What are you looking at? Get away from me.
Passing of the Sharpie.
This for my tape, right here.
Thanks.
This is the end. Holy fuck.
How many of these things have we done with you? It's crazy. This is it.
Crazy.
That's so weird.
Kind of.
It's kind of exhilarating.
Well, yeah.
They're my brothers, the best team in the world. They really are, too. I know it sounds like I'm joking, but it's true. I was lucky to share the ring with them and against them many times. Is that good? Yeah? They'll pay me, right? Anybody?
4.5 hours of meet and greet. It's the longest one I've ever done. Besides conventions and stuff.
It was fun though.
Yeah. It went by fast. It's grueling.
I love how you guys got the super kick party. You know what I mean? It's the best. Whoever made that, those RSVPs, this was awesome.
Some fan just sent it. That was perfect.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, that's definitely a retweet right there.
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like the match will be fun if like nobody's really like a set baby face. Either. You know what I mean? I think they might lean a little more towards us, but like you guys do such a good job of like, even though you do all this cool shit, you kind of come off like, fuck, these guys are like, they fucking know they're good. You know what I mean?
Sure.
That's what's important.
They want to see you guys beat us up. up, and when they see us
mocking you guys, doing your stuff, I think it's funny.
Sure. I mean, I even told Jeff like if he wanted to, because I know that there's sometimes like he hadn't done a 1.5 in a long time. Fuck, I can't remember the last time I did one. But even if we do something towards the end, I'll fucking do the Finley roll and I'll go up and do a moonsault and Jeff will do a swan's on top.
Yeah, for sure. I'm pretty sure they're going to be cheering you guys, man.
Of course. The Hardy Boys. Remember the thing back at the racetrack with the homeboy, the big fat guy? The biker deal. Oh, what was his name? I can't remember these two fat motherfuckers' names. We had a Renegade. We had Dave Renegade. He's got been around for a long time. He's like 370 pounds.
Yeah, like Easy Rider convention or something.
Some kind of guy who was like a tough shoot fighter. We're new and we had just, I want to say we were just signing developmental deals. 97, 98.
You don't want to get hurt then.
Yeah, and we were working. He's like, brother, he says, right here, dive out. And Jeff's like, I don't know. We just signed it. And he's like, oh, bro, you don't trust me? I've been on the Indies for 16 years, but he's worked 16 times. And he says, bro, I can spot you. And it was like a racetrack where it was like hard packed clay, and there was like in the crowd like 2,000, 2,500 just Harley riders, like Hell's Angels. And we're out there, and Jeff does this and does the front flip dive out, and this guy just like steps himself, boom, and he hits the concrete, and like he never gets angry in the ring. And that guy hit, and he was on for it. I remember Jeff got up like the Terminator, that sequence, boom, and punted him, and I was like, oh, he was going, are you a professional? Are you a professional? Are you a professional? Are you a professional? No, I'm gonna kill you, motherfucker. You want to go? That's how you want. He's like, you want to go? You want to go? Jeff's like, oh, that's how you are. That's how you are. Jeff like tagged me. And when he said, oh, come on, motherfucker, I said, all right, man, I didn't even do this shit, And we got in there, man. I locked up, and he went to punch me. I was like moving. I ducked. Remember that? I was like, MMA. He came in like this with a punch. Really punched at me, and I ducked behind him. I remember I was there, and I said, wham, and Jeff came in, and I was like holding him with his arms, and Jeff drop kicked him in his head, and he said, we're about to go to the Fed, man. What have you done? You can't be hurting me. We just sounded like our developmental deals like a week before. And I remember like Shane Helms and Shannon Moore, they were back there and they had a bell and they had a steel rod. Like we thought there was gonna be like, like our crew was like, we got our money, he's like, please leave them, there's gonna be an incident. I said, no, brother, I've been working for 20 years. Although they've worked 10 times a year for brother, I've been working for 20 years.
My daughter met Matt, and my daughter went up to Matt. She's like, two daddies. She's like 2.5,
Oh, wow. One apiece? Or?
One apiece.
Wow, cool, yeah. I do too, man. Oh my God, my daughter will be. Yeah, I'm sure. She'll be 4 in October.
That went quick. It's the best. Literally life-changing.
Like before she was 3 years old, she was like jumping off the dive board.
That's great. That's great.
No question.
When I do Willow videos, she loves Willow. It's the coolest thing. She won't put on a mask, but she loves Willow. Well, I got so much grass to cut every week, and there's this new area like a shitload of sticks. Just you got to keep picking up to get the grass to grow better and everything. Man, she went out there and bless her little heart, just worked for like a straight hour picking up sticks. 3 years old. It was the coolest, man. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It makes you so proud.
Oh yeah, it does.
When it happens, you are ready, Like, I love it.
I was well planned.
First try. Yeah, he's right.
Was it really? Wow.
Shoots and scores. A little boy and a little girl.
Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, definitely the perfect role for sure. But if I do have 2 girls, I'm fine with that.
As long as they're healthy, you guys. Yeah.
He's a twin, but it was going to be a girl though.
Yeah.
She didn't make it. Yeah. So everybody thinks we're twins. I'm actually 4 years older.
I had my kid, and it was literally a week later. I was on a 3-week tour. Broke my heart. Broke my heart. Oh my God, so hard. 21 days. Well, man,
this has been the busiest year.
She's not even gonna know who a daddy is at that point. But
by far, this year's been the craziest.
But we've been blessed. Though it's been good. We needed something.
It's hard to leave.
I was heartbroken when my baby started crawling and I was gone. I was, I missed that. Yeah, I missed that. Those little things that you don't even think about.
That's one of those things, man. I always saw that. Like when I was in the heat of stuff, like working with WWE, I was like, man, I hate to have a kid and be gone. It's great TV, great exposure. Now it's just so. I mean, they own you.
That's one reason why I don't think I'll ever go. I'm too in love with my family.
Tell him about the tombstone spot. Holy shit. And the way he was just doing his
That's a ridiculous one, but oh my God. I'm glad you liked it.
Oh my God. It's either you love it or you hate that one. Like, come on, guys.
You guys do that. snapmare, double flip, cross, boom. We did the deal, ho,
Bump, bump, bump.
I'll get your deal. Yep. Double deal.
Yep.
I'll go for the deal.
That's where I had the fucking crazy idea. The springboard off the second. Just drop kick you, just go.
Boom, and you can bang, bang, bang.
Over elbows.
Almost there, almost there.
1, 2, no. That time I get dived on. Boom. Dived on. No, it's dived on, right?
That shit looked good.
Dive on sounded right.
So does not sound right. I'll give you that. Have you gone yet?
Dived on.
It's definitely
Dive in. Dive stove. D-O-V-E. Stove on. Whatever. Come on, this English teacher over here.
Boom, boom.
Suck it right away.
Hey, man. Sick. Yeah. Swanton. Boom.
Fans going.
This is awesome, fans.
Yeah, this is awesome.
That's it. That sounds good.
That's it. That's all we need.
Hopefully the ropes are pretty good.
This is bigger than WrestleMania. It's just so big they couldn't even put it on pay-per-view.
That's true.
Can't watch this anywhere.
Wrestling might be over after tonight. Wrestling as we know it.
I don't get nervous anymore for shows unless it's a really gigantic thing.
I'll get butterflies like maybe when the show's starting to fill, the people are starting to fill up, and like the show's starting, and then then I'll be like, oh, this is real, it's happening,
But it feels different than any other show I'm performing on. Yeah. I know that I got to turn it up.
I never really get to live in that moment where I'm nervous.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, man.
I'm looking forward to it.
Let's chill. Let's do it, man. Start up. Jeff goes to the deal. I catch.
Right now, the moment is upon us. Hardy's Young Bucks, the match you wanted to see, it's gonna happen, and it's gonna be a damn masterpiece! Ha!
Let's say a prayer. Please, God, protect us out there, keep us safe, let us remember all of the high spots, protect our bodies out there, protect their bodies, keep our families safe at home, and let us travel safe. In the name of Jesus, amen.
Amen.
Oh yeah, how about this, huh? Brother. This wraps it up right here. This is what we've been doing.
Connecticut got on Vince's TV. They cheer for you because you busted your ass and you earned it. Damn right. And these young bucks, maybe these old dogs, earn this victory tonight. Let's have honor. Let's do this right. I will shake your hand. You are the man. Everybody should raise a round of applause, not for us, but for you guys.
Thanks, too sweet me, too sweet me. Thank you.
Oh, God.
Hey,
Oh man, that was hard.
Immediate headache.
Yeah. I was knocked out loopy for a little bit out on the apron bump I took, but my God, those guys could go. I think it was better than I thought it would be.
Yeah, for sure.
I am so tired.
Fans
seemed to like it too. So
yeah, they were tired in the beginning. It was like
it was a long match.
They came at the end.
What did we go, like 25?
25
around, give or take. Those guys could go.
Holy crap, they can.
Matt's just keeps fighting up. I'm like, man, this guy's got win.
Matt, you okay? Dude, we were just saying you're a machine.
Right.
You kept fighting out, but this guy's a machine.
You guys all right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Trying to keep up with you.
Oh, no.
Awesome.
Thanks, man. That was good.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was.
Sheesh.
Especially the first time.
Hell, for sure.
That ring was stiff, huh?
A little bit.
Yeah, right.
When we did the X Factor, I just like drove down and hit it. I was like, fuck,
right.
It wasn't you. It was just me hitting it. Like, the ring was so solid.
Okay, you all right?
Oh, it's super.
Cool.
Thank you.
Cool.
You did great, Karen. Yeah, you guys are so good. I knew you were already just
Thanks,
watching,
Matt.
but like.
I mean, like obviously,
I hope we get to do this a whole lot more.
Sure.
Even if you're in the heel roll, to get cheered because you're so fucking cool. And when I say others real, like you guys didn't get over because you went to Vince's TV. You got over yourself. You know, you went to TNA, had a lukewarm, deal there. You guys have done it on your own.
Thank you, man.
In Japan, and that's hard to do.
Yep.
But it's a lot more. And I stress and tell guys now, like with social media, and you can get yourself out there, you can explain what your character's a lot more. You have a lot better chance now than you did when this shit didn't exist. You know.
Yep.
I think it might have been the best match I've seen you guys have.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah. This guy's a machine, man.
I walked away after he hit the moonsault. I was like,
we worked
What's so funny? I was just in my mind, I did the roll and Jeff did this one. I was like, oh fuck yeah, I'm young again. And I went to sleep and the rope was slick as fuck. I was like, whoa, shit! It was so slick.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. So much fun, man.
We were just telling Matt. We had a blast.
Trying to keep up with you guys, man.
You guys are
fucking match.
You okay, Jeff?
Oh, that's what happened.
Oh yeah, when he kicked you and you did the trust fall.
They popped huge on the trust fall. I wish we were in the attitude era with them. We
Oh my god. But do you know
so much money with these
honestly,
guys.
yeah. Man, when we
I
were
wrestled The Rock at WrestleMania.
Of course. But that was our first time in the ring with these guys.
I know.
That was magic.
So good. Oh my goodness.
It was everything that I thought it would be, everything I hoped it would be, and there's a few even things that kind of surprised me a little bit. So, I mean, I've seen them against the Briscoes and Cameron, and this ranks right up there, if not passes it. But it was just unbelievable. But and I heard there was probably about over 3,000 tickets sold. So in this day and age, tag team wrestling sold 3,000 tickets plus, and that's pretty amazing.
everyone, this is Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, the Young Bucks, Kevin Steen, you know all of us. Myself and Jeff, the Hardy Boys, Young Bucks, just had our first ever match. Wow, these guys are awesome. We've heard the hype. Tonight we saw it in real life, and you guys are awesome. If you guys have never seen a Young Bucks match, or you don't know or follow the Young Bucks, do it now, because they are the next big thing. They are the most exciting tag team in the world, even more exciting than the Hardy Boys. we're a little overrated. You guys are awesome, no doubt. And to my left is Kevin Steen, and I know why he's in Ring of Honor. Everyone thought Matt Hardy and Kevin Steen hated one another, and we were enemies, and we were to a degree, you know, on screen anyway. But I want to tell you, this is one of my favorite guys to wrestle. He's the best. Right now, he's retiring. He's going to meet up with his old friend El Generico. They're going to take care of sick kids. Wherever he ends up, I want you to follow him. Kevin Steen, that's the name to remember. This guy is amazing, and I can't wait to see what happens next, because he deserves every opportunity he gets. He's the guy, and he helped make me in Ring of Honor. And the anti-bullying video, that came from this guy. That's where it originated from. You were the catalyst for it because you were a bully to me. But anyway, yeah, come on. Kevin Steen, Young Bucks, make sure you follow him. These guys are the future of wrestling. Thanks, man. No, thank you. You guys do that as Mount Rushmore too? Oh, yeah. Of course. There's your Jeff.
Yeah, throw it up.
You guys should take some without me, because I wasn't in the match. I had nothing to do with it.
You did great, Kevin.
You get this on film, goddammit.
It's nice shaking.
Can I get your other hand? We'll do it. Can we get a photo of this?
How should we do this?
Can we put a tweet up and
tweet this shit out.
Can I be in the back?
You tweet this shit out right here. Look at this. The world got to know.
Oh yeah.
Suckers got to know. Young Bucks, Booker T.
Thank you, man.
We in like clear. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
That's good shit, man. That is good shit.
Get a shot at this. Shot of this.
There it is, right
The handshake.
You know, the handshake. Get ready, world tour. Harlem Heat, the Hardy Boys, you know, world tour.
I still got a little adrenaline rush, so I'm not sore yet, but we got a flight to catch in 4 hours.
I deserve this regular Pepsi. It's fun. I'm beat up already though.
Goodbye, friends. It was lovely to be here for this historic match. I seriously loved it. Match of the year, I think. I said it on commentary. I think so. Best match I've seen all year. I was having so much fun.
Well, I guess this is goodbye. What a journey. It doesn't end for us. We go straight to the airport.
We go to the airport, 5:45 a.m. flight. We connect in somewhere.
I have no clue.
I have no idea. We're
DFW
connecting.
maybe.
We land in Ontario, back where it all started at 10 in the morning.
Get some lunch with our parents, then head straight
to Palm
to
Desert,
Palm
3-hour drive, 2.5-hour drive.
Yeah.
Do a quick show.
3 to 4 days off, then back at it.
And do it all over again.
It's been fun.
It's been real.
Yeah. We'll catch you guys later. Too sweet? Boom. Too sweet.
The ashes, a hero is born, destined for this time and fame. A page of history has been torn.
The Young Bucks as a tag team are probably obviously the best thing going in tag team wrestling today.
They're just that special act. People look forward to their matches. The boys look forward to their matches. They sell out the curtain.
They're the workhorse of the tag team division in the world. That's, I mean, says a lot.
Two of the most entertaining guys, like anywhere in the world in professional wrestling.
Right from the first time I saw them, I wanted to book them.
No two people are in such unison. No two people have such creativity together as a tag team unit and then strive to have like match of the night every night regardless of where they go.
Because they're not looking to phone it in. They're not taking a night off. It doesn't matter if there's 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000 in the building. They're looking to make it worth your while to be there.
They've become these international entities, and they can't keep their shirts on their table, kind of thing. I think that's just badass. That they've kind of spit in the face of authority and gotten over on their own, and just let their talent speak for itself. That's fucking awesome.
They're out there having fun, and everybody has a different perspective of what's right and what's wrong and how it should be done. But this is pro wrestling. It's primarily shades of gray with the evolution of the business and what it's become versus what it was. And if you get a crowd response and the crowd likes you and they're reacting to you, which is what the Young Bucks are able to do, that's all that matters. You get a lot of these salty old bitter pricks that the Young Bucks this and they don't respect the business and that. Man, fuck you, man. Get over yourselves. These kids are having fun. They're making money, drawing more money than a lot of people who got negative shit to say about them. And they're exciting to watch. And at the end of the day, that's all that really matters.
The internet persona that they have couldn't really be more different than how they really are as people. I think it's pretty cool. I think a lot of people try to emulate how the Bucks present themselves, on a professional stage, and it just comes off as kind of a cheap copy. But Bucks are awesome, man. In the ring, they are so creative, so athletic, and so resilient, man. They're just always killing themselves in their matches and just having match of the night. It's really cool to see how they've progressed.
The Young Bucks as a tag team are awesome. I hate to say it, I faced them a few times and they're pretty damn good. And in the locker room, they all right. They never said nothing bad about me. That's all I care about.
Two guys I have immense respect for, and two guys that really, there's no ceiling for them, man. They're going to go as far as they want to.
They're so creative, and they're really entertaining. Even like in the last year, I've seen great growth in them. I mean, they were great a year ago. Ring presence is improved. They're awesome.
I grew up in Cameron, North Carolina, so I grew up always around the Hardy Boys, always watching the Hardy Boys, and the Hardy Boys being the coolest things ever. And now the Young Bucks are the Hardy Boys. They're the coolest things ever. They're the greatest tag teams right now. Super cool dudes. Like in the ring, they're absolutely phenomenal. Like there's not one Young Buck match you can watch and not be completely excited for it.
I feel like they've transformed into this whole new thing of you get amazing matches, but also you get the attitude that they bring to it. You get the Twitter presence, which is huge. I love. And just they become so entertaining all around, not just in the ring, but outside of the ring.
They got to turn the talent down and focus on their bodies. You know what I mean? Because people, they do all this flippy-do stuff and moonsaults, but this is wrestling. It ain't gymnastics. You know what I mean? People want to see bodies. You know what I mean? Tell them how to, they got to work the baby oil a little better, work on their bodies, and I think they'll take off.
The best since the Midnight Express, Rock and Roll Express days. They're good at both heel or face. They're likable because of all the amazing stuff they do. They're hateable because they're smarmy. In a nutshell, they're fucking awesome.
The guys that I know, away from the ring, incredible human beings, family men, and for me, you can't ask for better men than that to that take care of their family, bust their tail, do whatever they have to do to make sure their families take care of them. That for me is the most important thing.
Everyone says it, but the Young Bucks are the best tag team ever. Like, they just do incredible stuff. They're innovative. Everybody copies them. Like, think about it. Everyone throwing a super kick is throwing a super kick because the Bucks are throwing super kicks.
The Young Bucks is too sweet. At the NWO, you say too sweet. That's how the Young Bucks is, too sweet.
They are so sweet, very down to earth, very approachable guys, super talented because you expect those kind of guys to be a little bit conceited, but they are so down to earth and they work on their craft constantly and always trying to make the next match better than their last, which I respect.
Alex Shelley and myself, the Motor City Machine Guns, were booked against the Young Bucks, and that was the first time we ever saw them, and man, we were blown away. As soon as we saw those guys and wrestled with them, both of us went in the back and talked to each other. Alex Shelley and I were like, we got to get these guys a job at TNA because we want to work with them. That's how good we thought they were after their very first match.
They remind me of the Rockers and the Hardy Boys. Neither of them is the weaker one in the ring. They are my Hulk Hogan. They are my Rock. They are my main eventers, and they are the first guys that I will sign to a contract if I ever have the opportunity.
もう僕がどうのこうの言うよりももうファンのみんなが知ってると思います。もう世界一のタッグチームです。彼たちを攻略するのに日本の選手も一生懸命研究して練習して頑張ってます。必ずヤングバックスを倒したいという目標に向かって頑張ってます。
From backyard wrestlers, trolling other wrestlers on MySpace to the world's greatest tag team, dare I say, and I do dare say it, that I think they're the best tag team in wrestling today. And it's fun because I've been around that super indie world for so long where I've seen the Briscoe brothers be the best tag team in the world, and I've seen Claudio and Hero, the Kings of Wrestling, be the best tag team in the world. I've seen the SATs in 2002 where you're like, this is the best tag team in the world. And of course, guys on television, of course, WWE, WCW, ECW, and legit, right now, it's the Young Bucks, Nick and Matt, are the best tag team in the world.
I think what the Bucks have been able to do is bridge the gap for the wrestling fan that stopped watching to the wrestling fan that's fully invested. The beautiful thing about pro wrestling is you can flip around the channels, and if there's someone or something that makes you put the remote down, you know you have something special. WWE had it with guys like The Rock and Stone Cold, and now the entire wrestling world has it in the Young Bucks. You don't know anyone that can do the things that they can do, and I think that's what makes them so special and unique. And unique is what we're missing in wrestling, and the Young Bucks have it.
I mean, there's really nothing to say. They kind of do all their talking in the ring, to be kind of cliche.
They're outstanding. I mean, everyone knows it. It's not like some people like them and some people don't, in the back especially. Everyone respects them. Everyone loves their work.
The Young Bucks, they're just like really easy connect to. They're outgoing. They have so many cool moves, and they're like cocky, but like cocky in a sense where like people like their cockiness, like not overboard, but like just the right amount.
If they're not a fan of wrestling, if they see the Young Bucks perform their art, perform their craft in the ring, they're instant fans. If they're on a show, that becomes then a show that I was maybe thinking about buying on pay-per-view now is a must purchase.
People want to talk shit and say, oh, Young Bucks match is the same thing every time, just a bunch of super kicks. Well, it's funny how they steal the show every single time if it's the same thing. Absolutely love working them. Some of the entrepreneurs, if you will,
to make it big in the indie scene and making it cool and successful to work in the indies outside of the big companies.
The level of love and commitment from the Bucks in the ring, it kind of, you know, they exude that, and the fans pick up on it, and I think that's what really makes them, I mean, they're the best tag team in the world. Like, I'm not saying that because you got a camera on my face. They're fucking phenomenal.
From doing this shit in their own backyard, on their own hand-built ring, to basically main eventing in Japan, you know, wrestling the Hardys in front of 5,000 people in New York. This stuff is just crazy to see. These kids, who I literally watched as a couple of skinny teenagers doing backyard wrestling, get to where they were. You hear stories about them in the locker room not shaking hands or not getting along with everyone. Oh, that's bullshit. It's total bullshit. They're the nicest guys in the world. I love them like family, and I love them like my brothers, and I hope they don't ever see this, but it's the truth.
Thank you very much.